Nice.
So we will be going to YouTube as well today.
Ooh.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
Is there any way to stop the last recording from Twitch and put it on there too? I don't know
Hashtag
how
I could
all
do
out.
that, yeah. I could totally do that.
That sounds like work.
You're just pulling the VOD from Twitch.
This is all beta stuff. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to get a design team to come in and, it's,
If only.
Make it all fancy.
Myself.
Make it all fancy.
Okay. Well, we're all rolled in.
Hey.
Wait, I thought, are we out? Are we out or are we in? Are we in and out?
We're all
rolling in. Rolling in.
Rolled out.
But I haven't even rolled yet.
All right. Everybody roll. We'll see who goes first today.
I have to get
you, Chris.
Can you roll in Discord?
I don't know. Probably.
Or just rolling like actual dice?
Get a bot. Yeah, you can get bots in your actual Discord channel.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Das was telling me about that. I was thinking about getting
Oh, that's right.
D&D Beyond thing.
Let me go grab my dice then.
There's D&D Beyond for Discord, but there's also D&D Beyond for Twitch. So,
Yeah.
and like with the Twitch one, I guess you can add if you can create a campaign, add that campaign to your Twitch, and
Oh wow.
and you can actually see everyone's character sheet in a sense.
Cute. Is that a sock?
A what?
Was that a sock or just a little?
That's my dice bag.
Nice. That's awesome.
I have a bag of holding.
Nice.
I need a
I have
D20.
2 bags that were, I think, for gemstones that I didn't care about. So.
What'd
Are
you
they
get?
crown
I
bags?
currently have 4 books of shit in front of me.
That's all our notes for our campaign.
Yeah, and one for the new campaign.
Just one. It's just like one new campaign. 16 for the old campaign. It's
this
okay,
isn't all
guys.
the books.
I mean, we did play that campaign for a long while.
3 years, something like that.
It was about 3 years.
I finally found the old Google Doc we had for it. It took me forever.
Well, we had a Google Doc for it? Wait.
No. Sorry. I meant me and Matt.
Oh, the Duke of Nox, I think, was that castle that Erevan and Lilar went to.
Sounds right.
Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah. He started in there.
Left his fancy shield and sword and stuff.
It was a mace. It was a mace.
Oh.
It was a mace of terror.
Oh yeah, it had fear effects. I remember that.
Yeah, it was like a mace of terror, and I don't know what the shield does. I don't even think it was a magical shield yet.
It was a +1. It was just
Did you know there was a secret network of underground tunnels beneath the city that you could have used to infiltrate the keep?
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
There's no way for them to have known.
I mean, there's a way for us to have known, but we just did not explore that way.
Did you know there was 3 carts that enter in and leave the keep every 2 hours before sundown?
They didn't do their research, okay? Matt prepared a whole bunch of stuff for it, and it was just we're just gonna attack. Stealth? Nope. Sorry, out the window.
Tried to stealth, I'm pretty sure.
I think you tried and failed. Something failed. And that's when you guys just gave up and went.
There was a contact you could have met nicknamed Sane. He hangs out at the Impaled Raven Tavern, which is a seedy tavern.
Hey, did you know there was a tavern?
Wait, there's a tavern?
Guys, I like to call attention to this painting my wife did of my cat. It's very good, and she's very good artist.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's cute. The keep also gets regular visits from a group of missionaries from the Temple of Timora.
Man, Matt put a lot of research into this, and it just blew up in his face.
Around noon, 3 priests enter through the empty courtyard.
He had all these notes for it, and it's like, oh, we're just gonna fly our griffins in.
Well, we didn't know because you never told us this stuff.
Nox is secretly gathering corpses and what the heck is this word? Oh, concealing them beneath the keep. He's making an army.
It's what? I can't. It's blurry.
Hold on.
Who?
I don't know if it'll focus.
It's not focusing. Who's talking to us?
Me. I called us nerds.
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
I guess I could open up the stream.
I'm just vamping.
Who am I following?
Vampire.
Me. You're following me.
Mute the stream.
Sound like Mario.
Oh, this is the
Catch
maze.
them. All rolled out is live. Catch them before they're all rolled out. Clever. I'm assuming Matt made that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Matt. Of course, Matt made that.
Oh, it's working again. Here. This. Ah! Oh,
Ooh.
that's the maze. Oh.
It's weird that you designed a maze so tiny and blurry.
I mean, it focus first. I remember that maze. My map. Oh, I lost my map. I think I have my map somewhere. I know Aaron has his map.
Yep. That I do.
Me and Aaron started comparing our maps to each other.
No, that was something else. Oh shit!
Map shares.
No, that's from something that happened later.
Yeah, I know. During the purple haze, me and Aaron, because we sat next to each other, like, I'm looking like, what do you got? That's what I got. We haven't connected the dots yet on our maze. On our maze.
That maze on the grid paper. I bet I still have it somewhere.
So many things to go through.
I know we did so much. Hey, we're at the fun part. Wait, did I do the fight after the fun part with Rob? Like leaving us for a short?
I actually don't remember where we left off talking.
We left off just after we got the Godsbane sword.
Oh, okay.
Did we?
Yeah.
I also don't remember.
Okay. Oh yeah. I
This
have
is
it
why you never.
marked here.
Hey, remember this is why DOS does all the recaps?
You
True.
had just done your nasty life-sucking spell on the tree, which
Yeah, we did the blight and then
one shot.
Yeah, we did the one shot on the tree, and then we went further
The
down,
Hydra.
and that's when we fought the Hydra.
Did we talk about it?
We mentioned the Hydra, and then we got the sword, and then that's kind of like where we had to go. Okay, we got to go.
Okay. Who remembers what we did next?
1, 2, 3, not it.
I mean, there was a fight between Lilar and like everybody.
That was later, though, wasn't it?
No, this was we had Godsbane, and this is how we figured out that it was crazy.
We didn't. We didn't do what you're thinking yet. It's
Fair.
after we go to Nid.
I believe.
Just remember
You got out of.
But I thought we got out of the temple or out of that place, and I think Lilar
You
wanted the sword.
So
And
you
he-
got out of the temple and went to a nearby temple of Torm, I believe, and it was like super old and like broken down and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
the one
and that's-
that. Yes, but that's the one that Torm took us to begin with too. We went twice.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't he teleport you through there?
Not
That's how you
yet.
got
So we
to
go
Nid.
to Nid first.
You're in Nid. That's how you got to the temple or the underground
Yes.
thing with.
So we're-
I'm sorry, we went to Drazoon in Nid, the capital.
Right after.
That's where we're headed next. Because remember the crone? Grumpy
Yeah.
old Dadra? Rada?
Yeah, but we had a fight with. Well, okay, not everyone had a fight, but we had a few people have a fight with Lilar because he got very possessive of the sword, and that's
No,
when
you guys were trying to steal the sword from me.
I mean,
It happened at the Temple of Torm.
yeah, it happened at the
yeah,
Temple
the
of Torm.
dilapidated church.
And you went on the roof, and someone summoned an elemental. I think it was Lila that summoned an elemental
Yes.
to fight Keeman.
Well, what did I do? I wasn't trying to do anything at that time. I did knock him off the roof, but that's not
Yeah,
my
see?
fault.
Definitely your fault.
It was 100% Ellis doing everything, and then I just had to help.
No, because I liked Ellis. We got along well.
Yeah, but that didn't. You're insane. So.
She let you do what you wanted.
Right.
No, I am not insane.
I thought you were still mad at Ellis at this point.
He was mixed.
I don't think so.
Let's just be fair. Lilar forgot all the stuff that happened, the bad stuff that happened.
I don't know if my memory was intact at that time.
Keeman, I try to be friends with you a lot, alright?
I don't believe that.
I do.
You would.
Ragnar was friends with everybody.
How did the little scenario with Lilar being infected by the cursed blade end?
We're doing this, or are we recapping? Alright.
Didn't we knock him out? I swear we knocked him out so we could get the sword and put it in the bag of holding.
No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Keeman took the sword once you guys knocked Mylar out.
No, the Keeman going
That was
crazy
later.
evil, that was later. That was Ellis deciding to be experimental.
Like, this is after we go to a city, right? Like, we didn't immediately test the sword again. We just kind of went with it.
Yeah, because if we test the sword again, that'd be a whole different arc. Because that's where we backtracked to, like Gale and everything like that when Keeman was that way, which I think was later on.
When was that? God, I don't. Where did I write that down?
Because that was a whole side mission, like track thing when we did that.
Sorry about that. Took
Well,
forever for me to find my dice. Finally found them.
Yeah,
Oh, we didn't need him.
Oh, God damn it. Son of a bitch.
Well,
I
you
realized
might
that's why he left.
keep them just in case. You never know. Matt might say like, "All right, so roll this. You're all dead."
Fancy dice bag. Andrew got me.
Oh, it's very fancy.
looks velvety.
She's
I don't think I
tired of
wrote
my-
it down. When did I
Plastic
kill all of
bag.
you? I mean, when did the thing
That
we're
was-
talking
Oh.
about happen?
I remember that.
It was later. I know it was later.
So you finish at the temple, retrieve the horn and
The porn?
Godsbane, the broken
Yes.
blade.
Perfect.
Took it back to the Church of Torm, where
One of us decided to hold the Godsbane.
the cursed blade.
Lilar.
No. Yes,
Got super paranoid and anxious that everybody was trying to take it from him.
they were.
That's right, because Rob didn't hold the blade until it was whole.
Caused some ruckus.
No.
Oh, that's a long time.
Ended up having to knock Lilar unconscious so they could take the blade away.
There may have been a big magical fight that happened with a fire elemental and knocking him off the roof. One of us may have done. Only one of us knows magic, so I wonder who that could have been. I'm beyond Lilar.
Pretty
Ellis.
sure you know magic.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we had Ervon had magic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he had magic.
Is it at
That's
this
true.
point, though?
Yeah, at that time.
I was gonna say he had magic at that time, so he wasn't. There's been many different times. Okay, I still think he was
Anyway.
I think he was still a death cleric at that time too, or was he not?
He's
For what?
left.
Was he a cleric back? I don't remember now.
This is
Sometime
after what happened at Janadar, so he already regained his life cleric powers back because he
Yeah.
sacrificed himself for.
Yes.
Yep.
I still can't forget the sewers thing. That one's gonna drive me nuts. I hope someone has it written down.
It's coming up later.
We'll be there. Yeah. So Lilar, that was not great.
Lilar's losing his mind.
Yeah. Lilar was losing his mind. We got the sword out of his hand, and we decided to put it in the bag of holding. Once Lilar came to, he was a little less evil, and recounted that he was having thoughts that weren't his and whatnot.
And then we got a message. We got a message from Torm about reforging the sword, right? And that's why we went to Nid.
That happened in the temple, yeah. We had to figure out information about the forger.
And he told you to go to the city of
Drazu.
Drazoon.
Which was just... Was it like a Nid capital or just a Nid city?
I think it was the capital.
How do you spell it?
Who?
Like D-R-A-Z?
D-R-I-Z-U-N.
Z-U-N.
I made the bold decision
Looks like
to put an
Drazoon.
umlaut over the U. Is there an umlaut, or is I
Yes,
just
there
do
is
that
a little
myself?
squiggly over the U.
I did it.
Ah.
Wow. Look at Rob there. Technical. Unless he knew about it early. Just pre-gamed it.
I
told
probably
you.
asked. Yeah. I got so many spellings of things wrong, I just got annoyed with myself. So if it was important like that, I would do it.
And you're told to find who in Drazoon?
The grumpy old Dadra.
Forger? Dadra? Oh, was it?
Old Drada.
Drada?
Old Drada.
That was the crone, right? The witch lady.
The wit?
Well,
Oh.
Let's talk about the city for a second, because I think this is one of the coolest cities, right? It's
There was the upper city, but there was an underground part of the city too that you had to take like an elevator to get down to.
Yeah, the entrance to the city was guarded by like one dude, and it was very remote, and didn't seem like anything important was happening. But we started talking to him, and I think we persuaded him or something. And we went down the elevator, and it was like a grand city just underneath the cliff or whatever.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
know the tavern was like the Poison Apple or something like that we went to try to get some information. I swear we met someone important in the Poison Apple, but I'm not sure, 100% sure.
I have the name of the inn here, and it was not the Poison Apple.
No.
Damn it! Lilar! I thought it was called the
Poison Apple somewhere.
Wow, why are you yelling at me?
I swear someone said Poison Apple like last session, and I was like,
Definitely not me.
and I was like, and I'm sitting there going, I think that was actually a tavern called the Poison Apple for now that I think of it.
I don't know.
I have no clue what the tavern's called now.
Same.
Keeman went to
I might.
Radra.
I might have the little quip here that you were told.
Well, hold on, Lilar. What happened when you got to Drada's house? Do you remember?
He doesn't.
Here,
I don't even remember that.
This is what you were told at the tavern. The sword must be reforged. Go to Drazoon. Someone there will tell you where to find the forger, the only smith in Danjuin skilled enough to reforge God's Bane.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, Lilar, what happened at Drada's house, huh?
Stuff. There was a conversation.
Yeah, there was a conversation. There also was one of our party deciding to steal something. Who could that have been?
Did you get like turned into
The cat figurine, wasn't it?
I don't remember. You know what I remember? I remember
was a-
Lilar tried to steal something, and
He
they got
got turned
into an...
into a pig?
Yeah, that was like a house out in the woods or something.
Yeah.
Outside of town.
Yeah, we got the information. We got from the tavern. We got the information where where the crone was. So we went there, and I thought for some reason I thought it was like a cat figurine or something that you stole.
All right. So
Yeah, it
first
was like
off,
a little wooden hand carved figurine or something.
the inn was the Five Horsemen Inn,
Uh,
and you
so
found
cool.
she lives in a swamp a few miles outside of town. The information you learned there was Old Drada, an ancient crone, comes into town every so often for supplies and to talk at the Five Horsemen Inn. She's known to be a bit grumpy with strangers. Go carefully. And you learned that you may want to take her a certain item.
Wasn't it
Oh.
alcohol?
Yeah. We bought her like a keg of alcohol.
Yeah, it was like we
Can you
bought
be
her
more
alcohol.
specific.
So certain type was it hell water?
No, it wasn't hell water.
No, it was like a fancy ale,
Specific, like mead or something like that.
and like a mead or an ale.
Was it whiskey? Was it whiskey?
I thought it was a wine, but I
Good old
could be
whiskey.
wrong.
Like wine or mead or something like that.
The cask of ale.
Ale. Okay. See.
It's like what? Like it's not a trick. Jeez, it's like what's the name of it? We're all like sitting there going, "Oh, what kind of? What is it? Oh,
What madness did he cook up?
I think we actually bought the good stuff though. I think we pitched in to get her the good stuff.
Yeah, like whatever like her favorite drink was.
We spent
Great,
the extra
got that.
copper on it.
Yeah.
So Lilar got turned into a pig.
Yeah, good times.
I'll be honest, I don't remember how you got out of being a pig.
I think it just timed out and eventually turned back.
I think after we left, for a moment, like either he left. It was like she says something or something.
Yeah.
He eventually got turned back. I know that.
Yeah. I feel like it timed out and then he just went back to normal.
I
don't recall 100%.
Do you guys?
So I don't think I had
come
to-
back here? For some reason, I thought this is where Lilar dies.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, wait.
It's
which-
literally the next thing that happens.
Is it the next thing that happens?
I think going like the next
Wait,
big event.
Wait, when Lilar died, like when he blasted somebody.
Yes, and I have all that information. So
Yeah.
we learned
down.
we had to get Drada something, I don't remember, but we did. And we learned about the Forger at that point in time. So the Forger was dwarf. He disappeared around 200 years ago. He's an enemy of the Emperor, or so that's what the legends told. And the most recent information on his whereabouts was he was in the north. No, he was in the mountains north of Gale. So like Nid's down here,
Yeah.
and then Gale, and then the top of Gale is where the Forger is. So it's going to be quite a path for us to get there.
Yeah.
So one of the things we decided to do is we had to go through the eastern tip of the main merchant road of Drazoon, go through Cadron and get to Gale because I forgot there's a country in the middle. We decided to hook up with a local merchant caravan.
Near the eastern tip of the forest, I believe, there's a town. I don't know.
Oh, is that what Cadron is?
No, it's called Grolid.
Yes, Grolid. I remember that name. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's the main trade route between Cadron and Gale.
See,
So
I
when
swear,
we heard it was... Oh, sorry.
I'm still stuck on the sewer thing because I swear Lilar was there for when I was Logar the Stone, but I could be wrong. I guess
He was. He was. Don't worry. It'll all make sense.
I guess I'm so
promise.
confused. Okay, because I swear, like I was like, we didn't get Lila back in so long. Was it really that long?
No,
Because
it
I
just
never-
took us a while. Because that's when other stuff happened.
It was a
Because-
wild real life time.
When was
Hold on.
Jumba the Jumper?
Yeah.
When was Jumba the Jumper then?
Oh, I
Because
don't
he would have to be after that. Because
Okay.
because I beat the wall, and I had this ego that I was like unbeatable. And then when I fought Jumpa knocked me out. And I swear we're in Jumpo's from Nid.
It could have been.
I don't remember. It could have been. I don't remember when that happened.
That's when you did your second round of... Because your first round was in...
Janadar.
Justin,
Wasn't Justin?
the
Yeah.
capital. And then your second bout was in the Nid capital, I'm pretty sure. And that's where
Yeah.
you met Jumba.
Because it was outside behind the bar, the tavern. And that's when I fought, lost, and then Ellis fought.
Because while you were there, you guys split up a little bit as you went
Yeah.
around town exploring and like talking to merchants and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ragnar ended up in a tavern doing a fighting match.
Maybe we got that all mixed up.
Yeah.
I think when we went to go find the vault, we went in the sewers and we had to like search for something. And that's when we ran into this underground community, and that's when we found that's when Ragnar became Logar the Stone. So that's why I thought Lilar got the alcohol was from that stuff for that tournament, but from being spectators.
Maybe we can go back and do that.
I mean, we don't have to go back. I just want to. I know that I'm trying to figure out when that happened because I'm so confused when that happened because I feel like it should have already happened in the storyline.
Maybe, probably. Yeah, probably skipped over it accidentally.
I think we lost track. We talked about last Tuesday about it too, and we're like, we just can't figure it out. It's like that sewer scene kind of seemed like just jumbled.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 times in the same sewer, so I got confused.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just know there's one time in the sewers where Erebon, with his brand new armor, collapses into it, falls down face first, wakes up,
knocked out. Yeah.
With his armor gone.
I think that's the second.
Bad.
I think that was the second time we were in the sewers, though.
Yeah, because we had to be sneaky in the second time.
So I don't remember a whole lot about the sewers the first time. I don't even know if you even went in the sewers the first time.
I
The
think
first time you were in Justinin, I remember you went through the bureaucratic BS, then you ended up going to the Temple of Torm, and they fast-tracked you through everything and got you up to see the tower.
Yeah, that's when we met Maxim Haggerty, and we had a talk, and then they sent us... Then someone, I don't remember who, sent us to go find something in the vault.
Right.
There was something in the vault, but the vault was like in the sewers, I thought.
I don't remember why you ended up having to do that, or if it was just like a, we'll help you out, but first you gotta do this.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I thought for in that case, we went down the sewers, and we had to like locate the vault, and we had to ask around, and that's when we found out this big fight, and so
I think
Ragnar
I remember at some point you guys went into the tower, and Lilar stayed outside and like went to a tavern.
That was when he got drunk. It wasn't a tavern; it was just like a kitchen.
Why is it
You
gonna
got
be
the alcohol from like a kitchen lady that I remember.
Took like the cooking sherry or something.
I thought that was before the troll.
That's what we're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Maybe.
because I
We already
That's what we're
covered
trying
all
to figure
that.
out.
I swear Lognar the Stone happened before the troll.
Maybe.
I think so. That sounds right.
It does
Because
sound right.
I think like it was on that high. Even though I died 5 times, I became like the undying.
I mean,
and everything.
I think it was. I want to say while you guys were going around trying to figure out where the vault was or something.
Yeah,
Investigating that, you probably just like before.
I think
we're in
we
a tavern and we're in a fighting ring.
we found some underground thing that was like, and that's where I think that's where we got our information. Like there was there was a contact. There was a contact we had to meet, and the contact was in that fighting ring. So I posed as a fighter so that you guys could talk to the contact. I just don't remember his name.
Yeah, because you went down into the sewers because Ellis was using her contacts thing. You had to go down in the sewers, and there was that back little sewer area you had to go to.
Yeah, that's how we got into the sewers. Maybe I know we had to use you had to use Ellis's contact. Yeah, it was like Ellis's contact, and so we found out this fight, and it was against this person called the Wall, and so I took the challenge to fight the Wall so that you guys could bet and also talk to the contact. I just don't remember the contact's name, so it's all coming together.
I'm just worried this might have happened the second time you came back, and not the first time, because I can't remember.
It's possible.
Yeah, I don't remember when Jumbo was. That's throwing me off.
Jumbo was the second time. I don't think you fought you did another major fighting.
we never really had a town that had found one. I just know Jumbo was in Nid and was like a reality check to Ragnar because Jumbo even though Ragnar was close to beating him, just this old dude really kicked his ass in a sense, because he critted me once or twice. And it was just well, no, he critted me twice, and I was just it was holy crap.
Yep, good.
Because at first, and of course he has his high because he's been the undying, he's been really unstoppable force to himself in his mind, and here's this old dude, That's like, oh, this is. He's like, yeah, this is gonna be easy.
Yeah,
And just
he's
like,
just thin muscle bone.
he wailed on me.
Yeah, you get dunked pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because I know Ellis was with me and watched it, and then she tried it and lost. I swear that was a nid, so that's why I figured.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Ragnar.
Well, we already talked about it. We already talked about it.
We did pretty much talk it to death, didn't we?
I'm just lost in the timeline where it is, but which is okay. We discussed it. We can go back to.
Listeners,
If
just
later on
insert it somewhere into the story.
It happened.
At some point, Ragnar became what? The stone.
It was Lognar the Stone or something like that.
Yeah,
Logar the Stone.
Yes.
Stone.
And didn't you fight somebody called the Wall?
Yeah, I had to fight the wall.
And then you were a hero, the champion of the sewer people.
I was. That's why I said I had a celebrity to myself for a while.
And then we came to Nid, and you got your ass kicked by an old man.
You know what? There was only a few people that saw that, so it's okay.
That makes it better.
Yeah, just you, Ellis, and
I think
everyone else down there.
it was just me, Ellis, and whoever else was in the back alley.
I think I was sleeping.
Why has Ragnar been so mopey the last few days?
Oh, man.
Why does he keep challenging me to feats of strength?
I'm stronger than you. Come on.
I know this already. Well,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
We know.
Jumba the Jumper. I have
Yeah.
it right here.
and then,
That may have been in Grolid.
Growlithe? Oh.
And Growlithe was Jumba the Jumper
It looks like it.
So after Nid.
after Nid. So Logar was
Oh shit!
earlier.
Who? Is this when? We'll get to it. No spoilers.
When Keeman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot. Oh, it gets bad.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Are you talking about what I...
Moving on.
Right.
Yeah.
Rewind. Back to
Merchant Caravan.
Capital. So this isn't when Lilar dies.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
have to
is.
go
It
on
is.
on
It's
Okay.
literally right now.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to
So-
it.
So
Ragnar's got it.
wait, is this also the time where he was on the top of the different houses shooting running away from the guards, or is that later
Yes,
on too?
Yes.
That is
This
this.
is this time.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Go, Keeman, go.
So we
I
decided,
need coffee. Go ahead.
since this was a merchant road, we decided the best way forward, because we didn't have horses or resources, was to tag along with the merchant caravan
Right.
to get way far north. I mean, it's like weeks, if not month, or even longer, to get that far north from where we are. So we decided to find someone to hire us, a merchant caravan. It was... I don't have the name of the caravan, but I know the name of the owner. His name was Jagged, the dwarf.
Mm.
And he had an older human that ran the caravan named Kenner. Which I don't think we're in it anyway. But what we had to do, the five of us, is they were leaving in a day or two. And so they just needed people to kind of guard their wares and whatnot while it was in town. So we took it in shifts. The first shift, I don't remember the shifts, but it was like Keeman and Ellis, and then that just kind of went by. And then it was, let's say, Erevan and Ragnar had a shift. And then, later in the day, in the afternoon, it was somebody, I think it was Keeman and Lilar. And so Lilar, being lovely, little beautiful Lilar, decided to...
Do you remember what the pay was? Did you say that already?
I did not.
Did not. I think it was a gold a day.
Gold a day.
Gold a day.
Hey.
25 gold bonus for each stop made to safety.
Yeah. It was good money.
I did his job. Okay.
Spoiler alert, we never left with that caravan.
Yeah.
Ragnar did his job until everyone left him.
Right? I forgot. That. So what Lilar did on his shift, Lilar's world, he decided that
Does Lila remember this?
Yeah, what was
I
Lilar?
don't know if Lila...
Lilar remembers this.
Well, what happened to you, Lilar?
Explain it to us, Lilar. Let's walk through Lilar's logic on this.
Oh man. All right. So Lilar's shift comes up. Watching the.
We're all together in the shift because we made a giant ring
We
around
haven't
the
even
caravan.
left the city yet.
Yeah, still
We haven't left the city.
From Lilar's point of view.
Okay, Lilar's point of view. By the way, Lilar has his hat by now, right? This is when you got your hat.
Oh, I've had
It's
that
had it for a bit.
while.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I thought we got it in Nid.
No,
Yeah, I thought we got it in Nid though. Did we? Okay.
It was way
in
before.
Justin, I'm pretty sure.
Me and Aaron literally used Scrunch as the example.
Because he got Scrunch in the temple that we got the God's Bane.
Yeah.
So it had to be this town. It would have to be this town.
No, we had the hat before.
The
Yeah,
underground
Justin.
cave temple with the lizards and stuff. Yeah, I found Scrunch.
Yeah, that's
The
where we
hat was
found
before
Scrunch.
that.
Which,
yeah.
He had the hat and
Well,
put
well,
Scrunch on the hat.
where we found God's Bane?
Yeah.
Because he custom ordered the hat in Justin from the temple, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Anyway,
But we didn't go back. But we just did a recap. We didn't go back to Justin after getting the sword. We went straight to Nid.
Right, he
Right.
got it while you guys were still in Justin. After you
It was the
did
first time.
temple thing.
Well, the Torm's temple was a rundown temple.
The portal thing in Justin.
Oh, yeah.
that
The
was
first time we were in
whole-
Janadar is when he got the hat.
Justin.
Fire elemental, Keeman kicking me off a roof.
Before that. Don't worry about that.
anyway.
You
so
shot a
Lilar
fire
shift-
elemental at me.
I spawned one. I did not shoot it at you. It may have shot at you.
Oh, sorry. It's hard to remember with all the singes in my brain.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to make you smarter.
Ragnar's like, I got a burn mark here, a burn mark here, a burn mark here. No.
Alright, so.
It's a caravan
you're on-
guarding.
Yes.
So from Blylar's point of view, we're moving along the road, and we were tasked with protecting this caravan, and a figure in a dark hood and cloak approached. And continued approaching, and Lilar felt threatened, so Lilar decided to attack the figure that was planning an attack on the caravan, planning an ambush. Lilar manages to knock down the figure, but then quickly realizes he may have dozed off and was dreaming or was very deep in thought and not fully aware of what's going on in the world right now. And it turns out that the caravan has never left. It is still in merchant port area, preparing to leave. And it just so happened that the guards were kind of unhappy about the person that got attacked, and no one was listening to Lilar. No one was on Lilar's side. And the figure that got attacked just happened to be a noble half elf or elf or
Yeah.
something like that.
Of the House Grey Street.
Yeah, it was. People were upset about it. Lilar was like, "Oh shit."
So for the rest of us, we all watched Lilar shoot an innocent woman for approaching him. And then he ran. The
I
end.
did under the caravan at first. And then I think I was got spotted or discovered, and I had to take off again. So then I started fleeing from the guards because I was like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. I gotta stay safe. And that went on for a little while through the town. I believe there was some jumping on rooftops, hiding through alleys.
You hid in a bakery.
Some Eldritch
Remember?
Blast.
Ultimately, I was
Went and
captured.
got something from the bakery, sat outside, started to eat it.
That's when somebody found you at the caravan. We started breaking off looking for you. Remember, Ellis went, and then Erebon went, and eventually I went. And Ragnar was the only one doing the job.
Yeah.
No. One at a time.
Job he got paid for.
You come this way. Come in. Rap. Hey, where'd my party go? I basically got told by the owner, we're not paying you for your job. And I'm like, okay.
That's fair.
That's so, Lilar.
So Lilar gets captured, or I get captured by the guards. I got tired of running and decided like this isn't gonna work and turned myself in. I walked up to some guards or whatever. They took me into custody, locked me in a cell for a while, and then began to interrogate me about what happened. I explained my side of the story as it happened, as it was the truth, and nothing but the truth. They weren't buying it. They were very upset with me. I was like, my bad, bro.
They took you into a special cell with a particular captain, I believe, right?
Yes, there was a very fancy guard captain with like fancy armor and stuff too.
Yeah. Well established captain.
I remember, didn't you try to escape though after that?
That did happen.
I did try to escape. It didn't work.
Nope.
And that's when you died, right?
In a last ditch effort, when the guard got closed,
Guards.
there was
Two.
Was there?
as Lila remembers it, there was only one guard in the room. The
There's
others
definitely
were
more than one.
guarding the door.
It's from Lilar's point of view.
That's right, we gotta forget Lilar. Lilar has Lilar vision.
Correct. As Lilar quickly found out. But Lilar decided, okay, if I can just knock the guard down, I can bust through the door and escape. This is the only chance I get. It didn't work. Long story short, the spell I cast did not work. And the guard captain was a little upset about that. And proceeded
Like
to
a little.
thrust his sword through me. Her sword, my bad. Thrust her sword through me, proceeding to
Pardon
fatally
you from life.
before swinging her sword at me, and may or may not have kind of made me an even smaller halfling.
Oh.
No, I take that back. I'm the same size. I'm just more compact now.
Yeah.
And I got dumped into a box. And that box got sent off.
Your worst nightmare, going into a crate. I've never been.
Right.
I mean,
like,
I wouldn't expect it any other way if Lilar were to actually die.
yeah.
It's like your own personal hell.
To a box.
Right.
And didn't that crate get stolen?
Yes.
We don't know that though. But
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were tracking it because
we find out
we used...
later it had been
Stolen.
stolen by the Lich's
Was
force.
it?
Well, I didn't know who stole it, but I remember we used Erebon's locate person or locate items or something like that to track Lilar.
Yeah, because you had searched for it and then found out it was missing and you couldn't find it. So then you did the
we couldn't find the bodies. We had to use somebody to locate. We started following. But we lost it. We couldn't catch up to the person or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, they got out of range of the spell.
but we knew the direction, so we decided to pool our money together to save our friend Lilar from this terrible thing. So,
that's also when we met. We also isn't it also when we met. We met
Deimos.
You later met Deimos, yes.
Where did we meet Deimos at? In Nid?
It's at the city, yeah. We bought a caravan in Deimos. I don't remember why they joined, but Deimos joined for some reason.
So she was kind of a pirate on some trade ships and was trying to get out of that life.
That's it.
That's right.
A lot of her friends died, and it's just been too long. So Deimos also was a tiefling rogue.
Yes.
Deimos may have been a woman.
Do what?
Yeah, we
Deimos
found
was
out.
also maybe a woman.
Yeah, she was a woman.
Yeah. She was a tiefling rogue.
We didn't find out for a while.
Oh yeah, no one knew.
Ragnar knew.
Yeah, I think everyone discovered it after healing her or something like that.
There's a point when I figure it out soon, but we'll go over that in a minute.
Yeah, you guys met up with her. I feel like there was something important about how you met up with her, though.
We met her in a tavern. That's what I remember.
No, but she was like a chosen one, but not a chosen one.
He was a substitute chosen one.
Maybe you didn't
Yeah,
answer the
there
call
was
or
something
something.
like that.
Yeah.
Which is why you guys synced up with her to go on, like why she agreed to join you guys for the fight for the good, the greater good.
Yep.
So, what we did here is we started along the path, and we had two ways to go. We could either go get the sword, or we learned where Lilar was taken from, I want to say, Jackstone. There was this city named Alswith. It was north of Nid, and we learned that Lilar's body was taken there by a vampire lord named Alswith. Named the whole city after himself. What a prick.
Well,
Bit of an ego.
It was his mansion. He had this massive fucking mansion.
I have a question. I have
Super
a random
rich.
question. When do we fight the Ent? Is that later?
That already happened.
That happened a long time ago. We discussed that Tuesday.
Well, no. Remember the superpower Ent?
That was the one that Lilar one-shot, right?
No.
No.
Not the Trent. The Ent, the two-headed monster. They got superpowered. The Ent. Yeah, they got powered by Lord.
That was probably
Lord Benedict.
on your way to
It's like the
Graylid.
beginning.
Because Lilar was there, and that's when Lilar attacked Lord Trey for the first time.
Oh.
A long
And that's also when Erebon started morphing into his demonic creature form. Like with the Ouijas.
Oh
Just-
shit! Yeah, that was.
That-
I had to have
Wasn't
been
that
on your way
early?
to Graylid.
that had to have been a long while ago.
Yeah, I just don't remember what we were doing because I know we had Lord Shay with us. I don't know what we were even looking for. I just know we were traveling, and we got. And I think, and it was after the Purple Haze. I know that because that's where Lilar attacked Lord Shay because Lord Shay and him had a conversation or something, and he knew about his girlfriend
Being
or something.
alive.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
alive.
Oh yeah,
Because we were having this combat going throughout like the entire town, like trying to fight these things, and Lilar decided to. That's when he decided to attack Lord Shrey. I just don't know when that was.
I have no memory of this.
Well, that would be the second time that I attacked Lord Shrey.
When was the first time?
Wasn't it back like Dwarven Tunnel, that era?
I mean, I don't think you attacked him then because you weren't mad at
I'm
him.
sure I
In the
tried
tunnel.
to, and it just didn't.
I think you did, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Well, that was the city. Like he went to use his mace or something, and he just like it missed or something, or he did something.
Yeah.
The city, I remember the city because you guys like went to a house together, and that's when Lilar's like "fuck you" type thing went to like do something. It didn't work, and that's when he ran away, and it was just like, what the hell's going on? Because there was so much going on in that day. Because I remember we fought the two-headed end that got super powered by Lord Benedict, and then that's also when we had to fight Erebon because he transformed by Ouija's his power.
Wasn't that like when the town was on fire?
We went to some town. I don't remember what town it was,
Wasn't that the?
but I don't.
I thought that was when Keeman fucked his hand up.
No, that
was in the rock.
That was later on. I thought.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought the Etten was very early. Like, I thought it was...
Well,
We
you ran
met-
into
we-
the Etten the first time and had to retreat, and that's when you went to the rebel camp of
Yeah.
centaurs.
Because I know Ragnar got to defeat the end and had his sweet revenge for the end eating his
Yeah.
leg and everything.
Then you end up running into it again. I'm pretty sure it was after Justin and Janadar.
Yeah, because we had Lord Stray with us. Lylar attacks Lord Stray. Erevon's not cured yet of his Ouija, like death clericness yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't
Let's
know
just
why.
say it happened.
Well, we know it happened. We just don't know. It's somewhere in the timeline it happened. We just don't know.
There.
I don't remember what we were doing, like why we were going there in the first place.
We were nowhere close to it when we went to Nid. Because it was back in Gale. Maybe it's on the way to the fortress?
Well, no, because Lylar was alive.
I know when it is. It hasn't happened yet.
You're
Lylar
going to
is
a little
alive.
Town.
In a minute. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you
I
know
know
where
when
it
that
is?
is. I'll bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Anyway,
Well,
Lylar's
I thought-
body
Because
is
it's just
stolen,
about to happen.
and you have to
Yes.
figure out where
Yep.
it went. You find out it was taken
Yeah.
to Alswith's mansion, northwest of the Nid, northwest area of Nid. In the journey, you are attacked. That's
We also find out we only have a few days before something will happen to Lila.
Yeah.
So when you were attacked, I think a little bit of experimenting was done. And this is when Ellis asks somebody to do something.
Right.
Is it really?
So, yes, this is when that is. So, during that fight, we won, and Ellis was like, because we were scared of Allswith, and Allswith seemed all-powerful. Benedict was scared of Allswith, for
Well, I'm
example.
pretty
And
sure
we know
Ellis
Benedict is super powerful.
used the weapon to kill a couple of the bad guys and realized how fucking
Yeah.
strong it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like
She killed two
shriveled.
people in one hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what she decided to do was to pick the purest of heart, at least in her eyes, and force them to hold the sword, even though they didn't really want to, but they didn't really dispute it because they just wanted to be a team player. It was me. So, she gave me the sword, and I held it all night. And then, at the nighttime, I started hearing voices that were delightful and told me about how to gain all the power that I've ever wanted, even though I never really wanted power. And it told me to murder my friends, which was good. So I turned over to Ragnar. I remember I lost some sort of roll to not kill Ragnar.
I think
What
it was
happened to you, Ragnar?
I hesitated because I didn't want to
Yeah.
hit my friend, and my hesitation cost me my life.
I stabbed you right in the chest. Right in the
I
chest, and you died instantly.
I thought that didn't happen until later in Grolid in the forest. This is
Yeah,
That's where we are.
This is just when. No, this is before that. Because right now you're.
Grolid
going-
was before that.
Right now you're going to Alswith's mansion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. We go to Growlid in a bit. Growlid's where the Enten is that we're thinking.
Is it? Okay.
Or on the way to Growlid, maybe, but it's...
I was gonna
it's
say-
You
after-
still have to do the whole Alswith mansion first.
Right, exactly. So before that, Ragnar dies. It's would be sad, but I'm not really sad about it, even though he was a good friend of mine. But
Well,
he
no,
was going to
c-
steal the sword and take my power.
I don't think that happened then because you left us at that point.
Yeah.
I killed you.
You killed
I killed
everyone. You killed
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
killed the
killed
entire
you,
party.
and then the rest of the party was sleeping, and I stabbed them in the chest, or whatever. I mean, it happens.
All right.
And now
happens
everybody
later.
who-
This happens later.
This happens
What?
later.
No, this happens now.
Shush. No,
Well,
I
how
think it
did-
does. Because
Because
You do this when you're back near Grolid, because after you're done with them, you head into Grolid and do some more terrible things.
Oh,
Right, but then this whole time, remember we were talking about we have to save Lilar. He only has so many days, but then I ran off with the evil sword, so they went, "Oh, we have to chase him instead."
yeah. 'Cause
Shit, is that what happens?
Yeah.
That's 100% what happened. That's why
Oh,
what
God.
happened to Lilar happened to Lilar. Yeah, exactly.
You
This
had to
definitely
choose
happened for
between Vylar and Keeman, and, well, Keeman.
Thanks, guys.
I know.
I remember that because
Damn.
we had time to save Lilar from the thing that was going to happen to him until this happened, and then we didn't have time anymore.
Shit, I forgot that's what happened. Damn.
Then see, I still don't know about the end then, because the end, I swear, we had
It's after
Lilar.
Lilar's back. It's after Lilar's back.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry.
all I know is we decided to go after Keeman, which was hilarious because we were behind him because we had we had to wait we were a day behind him or something like that of travel.
Right.
Because we
not
woke
spoil
up.
anything again, but we meet with Lord Trey again after some things happen, and that's about the time when the Etten shows up.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. All I know is we start chasing after Keeman.
Yeah.
We get to a town that apparently he's done bad things in.
Oh, the murders.
Only a couple people had to die, and I stabbed the rest of them.
Also, we got sidetracked on doing a side mission. Other than that,
You did? I remember. Lilar's dead. Keep from not being able.
Are we the baddies?
Oh, the town! Yeah, you went to that town with the slot.
and we had the slime, and we were like invisible. So me, Ellis, Erebon, and Deimos are like, well, you know what? Let's go side mission. And we go and take care of the side mission while Keeman is off doing his thing. Lilar's dead.
I don't know if any of you know Slotty,
Are we the baddies?
SLAAD, and how they work, but essentially going to this town and picking this quest up, you find out that they are beginning an invasion force here.
Right.
But the group doesn't stay. They just do
Yeah.
the thing and then dip.
Yep. We sure did.
Hey, they asked us to kill something. We killed it. Whatever. We killed it. Whatever was the
It was
issue.
an interesting thing you guys did because it was like there were 12 citizens farming or wheat or whatever the fuck, something big and tall, and you guys were supposed to make sure they didn't die, and you guys only made it till one of them died, and you managed to suss out all the evil things. You went into the cave to try and root out the whole nest, and went, "Fuck it, we're leaving."
Yeah, we couldn't
Because
figure
you
it out.
went there and you couldn't figure it out, and you guys were like, "You know what? We got more things to do. We saved everyone. Fuck it."
We did our job.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Good enough.
We couldn't find there was a port. We found a magical thing, but we just couldn't figure out what to do with it
Yeah.
because out
You
of
were
our
at
party.
the point where you could have done it, and you're like, you know what? We got to we got to go.
Well, I don't think we had the ability to do it. That was the thing. We're like, it's magical. Okay, sweet. I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, right, because one of your mages is dead, and the other one turned evil. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, yeah.
That's the thing.
I think the most we did was detect magic to figure out what it was, and it was like you get a sense of this.
Magical. Okay, we're
It's
done.
magical.
All right. Oh, I forgot you guys died before. I stabbed you guys, and you legit died, but Torm brought you back. I forgot.
Yeah, you killed us all. You killed us all.
Yep, sure did.
That happened. And then we go up north. We're on the way to Grolid, but we're not near it or anything. Oh, we met Tom Bombadil at the Wayshire Emporium. Anyone remember that? I didn't.
Did we? Or did you?
Yes, I might have been the only one. That was the shopkeep in that city was named Tom Bombadil.
And
I also met with
Tom
the one you
Bombadil,
killed?
or he just reminded you
Literally.
of Tom Bombadil.
No, his name was Tom Bombadil.
And isn't the guy? Didn't you kill him?
No. I was trying to keep a low profile. I'm evil, but I don't have to stab everyone unless they get in my way or they want the sword.
I know you killed a few people.
Old Tom Bombadillo.
You're able to
Some people did get in
keep
the
your
way.
head.
Yeah, I'm not irrational. I just stab people.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because you had to make will saves, and if you did fail the will save, you had to
Yep.
kill them.
That's why I killed you.
Like, why didn't Erevan have it? Oh yeah, because he.
Alright.
No,
Yeah,
Alice,
like,
it was
we
100% Alice.
yeah, that's right. Because Alice is like, no, you've been evil before, so it's gonna corrupt
Yeah.
you easier.
Yeah,
Like,
you weren't
uh,
a trusted figure.
that's
in the
fair.
group at that point.
that's right.
But the ceiling on you being evil versus the ceiling on me being evil is way lower. Like if you turn evil and have that thing and turn it to Ouija, that's way worse than me killing the party.
Was it?
So, not for you, but
You were still trying to convince people that you weren't connected to Ouija.
That's right.
anymore.
That's right. I'm just like, no, I'm
Well,
good now.
Wait, well,
I'm a goodie.
we know he turns into Ouija's again when you fight the end. So
Yep.
that's a good
Damn,
point,
that's it.
actually.
Holy shit.
you're like, hey guys, I'm good.
Evil.
There's a reason you turned to Ouija, though. It wasn't just you. But either way, we get through this.
I think I know the reason.
That's. Well, we'll go over that. So,
Okay.
we go. I managed to get to another city. I meet the mayor, and I meet a demon hunter friend named Avis. And that's going to turn out to nothing in just a second. But then I go into the forest. I think I was supposed to do something with them, and I got really untrustworthy. So I ran out into the forest, and then you guys caught up to me. And then you
That's
captured me.
That's when we murdered you.
Nope, you guys were nice and just knocked me out.
I'm
Yep.
pretty
The
sure
sword out of my hand.
he still took down a few of you before you were able to take him out.
You sure did.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember that, because you, like, Erevan and Keeman had, like, a spell battle. And then you pretend to be, like, wounded or something. And Erevan was thinking to himself,
I
I should
remember.
cast a whole person again, just in case. And he didn't. And then Keeman's like, stab! Like, so a bitch!
I remember. I was like, oh, the sword was out of my hand. It doesn't have any power over me. Stab.
Yep.
I forgot.
Like, no!
Evil.
Oh, boy.
Evil.
Anyway, that detour was finished. Nothing that bad happened besides 6 lives, 4 lives, some twice. Anyway, we decided to go rescue Lionheart.
I remember being worried that encounter because it seemed like Keeman was going to win again. And I was like,
Oh,
fuck,
really?
he might
Dude.
actually kill everybody this time.
Really?
Well,
I
yeah,
don't remember doing well.
because the sword just has the one. It just hits you and
so
he kills
strong.
You're so strong. So strong.
I was a sorcerer. I mean, sorcerer bard, but still.
Yeah. I mean, the artifact you had was so strong.
you. Yeah, all I had to do was hit us and it killed us. Like
Yeah.
it was instant kill, basically.
Yeah.
So there was no fighting that.
I don't think it actually killed us. I think it's just instant knockout because it wasn't forged together yet.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
it was.
I think-
You're totally. I think you're right.
So like we'd wake up in like an hour
Yeah, but
with
if it-
one hit
I think
point.
if you rolled a crit on it, it killed you. But if it was
Yeah.
just a hit, I think you were just knocked out.
I swear he wrote a crit on somebody.
I thought he did.
It might have been an innocent bystander.
It might have been Ragnar.
Might-
And he lived or somehow.
Wasn't it Deimos?
It might. Oh, I think it may have been Deimos
Maybe.
because Erevan had the
Deimos
heal.
just got straight up like ganked by Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, we had the.
I mean, it would have been a coup de grace. Oh, you mean the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep it together. Party killing, it's fine. Anyway, that's when we decided to go to Alls with Keep. And it's past the time period where we could save Lilar from whatever was happening to him. We know that as we get approach.
Hold on. We skipped over some stuff that happened in the
Oh
town.
crap.
Oh, we did? Sorry.
Yeah. For one, when you're in the town, that's when you get your ship. In the town, I'm pretty sure Keeman goes on a killing spree where he like kills a bunch of people in a house and
Yeah.
then the little kid runs off and something happens. I think after that is when you chase him into the forest and get the thing back. Then you go back to the city. Keeman almost leaves, but Shrey ends up coming back on the ship, just like crash landing in front of the tavern. Where everybody's like, Keeman is literally like leaving out the door, like about to leave everybody.
Yeah, he was gonna leave the party because of what he did.
Right.
What he did,
so
plus going crazy, like, I'm just done with this.
Yeah, let's go through all of that, because there was some important stuff that happened there.
I think there was two factors why Keeman was going to leave. Was one, because of what he did, but two, because Ellis forced it upon him in a sense. And
I didn't trust Ellis at all.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, I told you this was a bad idea. I told you to watch me, and then I killed everybody, and then I killed more people, and I killed more people.
I
killed you again.
Gave you some kind of like half-assed apology too. Like it
was a half-assed apology.
Didn't even.
Ragnar was a half-assed apology. He's just like, that's not cool.
I mean, it's an Ellis full-ass apology, which is a normal person half-ass apology.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I'm leaving. I'm like, I'm gonna go do good works. I'm gonna do the works of Torm. Then I turn around to leave the inn, and then all of a sudden, a dwarven ship comes out of the fucking air and lands in front of me.
Oh,
and that's when I knew that's when Lord Shrey popped out.
Okay, that's right.
Lord Shrey's like, "Hey guys, let's go save your friend, and then go reforge the sword."
Hope.
That's why we go save Lylar. Yeah, hope.
Yay!
The Raiden's back. Yay! I even wrote it down. I forgot all about it. Because the ship's named the Raiden. Anyway, so we take that ship to Alswith's Keep, and it's much quicker because it took days for us, in character, to get to where we were. So we take that ship over to Alswith Keep. And so we come up with a plan of attack, and I think Erevan was the guy who did it. We decided to go in through the wall.
Oh yeah,
shape earth on it.
Yeah.
No, you turned it to stone to flesh or something.
No, I could
stone to flesh. It's stone shape.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone was in the war room, like we're all like discussing a plan, and you guys want to go in like, blazing, and guns blazing. I'm just like, why don't we just do stealthy, and I can just shape the walls open.
Ragnar's like, stealth? No stealth. Smash! Smash!
Yeah, because it was a stone shape, just made a hole in the wall when you walk through it.
Bam.
That's right. We ended up in the dining room.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we found in there?
Dead bodies?
I don't recall.
So we walked in, we killed some minor vampires, I believe.
Some spawns.
And we went down. You used your last spell slot to dig.
Yes,
down.
we made another hole to go down.
Oh,
Good stuff.
okay.
Right.
Yeah, stone shape.
And when we went down there, we ended up in that like pit with like the blood pouring in and filtering down through the sewer grate.
Oh, did we fight like a flesh golem?
Oh god.
Yes, and then we fought a flesh golem.
Yeah.
But it was super gross. There was blood everywhere, and like
Yeah, it's gnarly.
I remember I think Ellis had to swim up through it to get back out.
Oh god.
Oh, Brody.
A little bit.
It's fine.
So we got through that, and we ended up with Alswith. And does someone want to take what happened in Alswith's tower?
I don't recall.
Lila, do you remember what had been happening to you this entire time? Over the course of a couple weeks, I think, as they went to Keeman.
I think I remember what happened.
Like, weren't they like torturing him? Like, he die, resurrect him, torture him, die, resurrect him.
Yep.
Oh god.
In an attempt to extract his chosen power, his strange magical gift from
That he links us. It links us to you.
Right. So he can kill the rest of them.
How do you feel,
we
Lila?
get that.
It was some shit. Mylar definitely went through some shit. He was alive, sort of.
I just
Broken
remember
halfway.
I know something epic happens in that one too. I know the epic part, but I'm just trying. We fought Allswith, which was he just a normal vampire? Or did he morph into like a giant bat, or did he? I was like, I'm trying to think what he turned into. Or no, did he not turn into
He
anything?
didn't turn into anything.
I
No,
don't think
he did. There was a point.
He was a pretty powerful spellcaster.
Yeah. There was a point where none of us could attack, and then we had a portal of some sort, and we were losing. It was not going super great, but then we turned the tides. But it was just him, and we, were getting through.
Well, I know, because I also know that's when Lord Shrey reveals his true self, wasn't it?
Yeah. Rescuing Lilar, right?
Wait. The end had to be earlier because we didn't know he was what he was.
Oh, you're right. The end must have happened in between. Because Lord Shrey, we're not going to see him for a bit after.
We know what happened.
Yeah, we just know Lilar attacks Lord Shrey because Erebon was still Weejust's little puppet.
Yeah. Well,
I just don't remember what we were doing for that, but it's in the story where there's somewhere that this happened.
Yeah.
Because at the time we didn't know what Lord Shrey was.
I thought it was a lot earlier. Like when I thought it was when we were talking about Tuesday, I think that's when it happened. It was real early.
yeah.
No, because
I thought it was earlier.
it was after we were cured of the vampirism.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think so.
I thought it was before we broke up
No.
into our evil and good parties.
No, because I swear it was after the purple mist because Lilar. Part of the reason why Lilar attacked was he found out some certain things about Lord Shrey that he knew about.
Do you guys even remember when we did the whole underground cave with the
Mike in
ghosts?
Wait, the what?
The
The
underground
ghosts.
cavern with the ghosts?
When the hell was that?
Oh,
Wasn't that in Nid?
I remember that was a while ago because Erebon was still evil-ish.
Well, that's what I'm saying with
Jason.
with the and 2, you were still under Weejus's control in a sense, and that's why after we fought the Eton or the Eton, whatever you want to call it, we had to fight. We had to fight Erebon because he was morphed into whatever that demonic creature he was.
Yeah,
It wasn't until Justin or Janadar, whatever you call it, that he got cured of that.
Right. Of the taint.
That
That wasn't a laugh taint, alright? That was a real taint.
I know.
Taint means multiple things.
It does.
What were the ghosts for? What would we do with the ghosts? Because I remember there was I swear it was in Nid for some reason with the ghost. It was like lovers, or no, it was a king, wasn't it?
Yeah, like a really old king. Like we told him the timeline. He's like, I don't recognize that. So he's like super old.
What the
There was a girl
He
there.
found out he was the
That
one
was with
just
Triss.
before Dagadrin.
Yeah, there you go. The Jargadin thing.
I think that was with Triss. Didn't we have Triss with us for that?
Mm.
Am I remembering that wrong?
That was the portal
sure she
where
mentioned
someone tried to stay behind.
It was me.
That was that part, but the ghost was later. So the portal part was to steal the demons to reforge the seal to prevent demons from invading. The ghost part was just something else, like we had to retrieve a crown or something, or retrieve some item. I thought.
Oh, the gauntlets?
No, it wasn't the gauntlets. Or was it
No,
the
we're not
gauntlets?
there yet. That's right.
It might have been the gauntlet.
No, we never
so
got
you could
those.
hold the.
No, we haven't. That's what that's where we left off. I was wrong.
We haven't gotten the gauntlets yet. No.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's why we're in Edelin.
I don't recall the I remember parts.
I
of
remember what you're talking
the
about.
cavern, but I don't remember why or how we got there.
Because didn't we meet like a ghost girl, little ghost girl? No.
No, yeah,
The little girl.
like his
Yeah.
daughter or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I gotta take better notes.
Yeah, so he was, like
It's
he was
hard to
the
remember.
ruler before the current ruler. So I didn't recognize
Yeah,
the
he was.
time period, and then like his daughter was with him as well.
I just
never-
never.
That all happened a long time ago. You're
Yeah.
right.
It happened a while ago because everyone was still evil. Because remember he tried to like bless their remains.
You ended up fighting some mind flares.
Oh god.
Oh, right, and you guys fucking died, and I was the only one there.
And I'm pretty sure there's some kind of
Remember
secret
that?
compartment where you guys got some magic items.
Hmm.
There was one magical item, I think. Someone got the magic item. I just don't remember who got it.
We can piece this together, because when we got the magical item, we can remember. What was it?
Oh, wait, was it my bracer? No, it wasn't my bracers. Was it my bracers? I think it might have been my bracers.
I didn't know you had bracers.
I had bracers of deflection.
Like Wonder Woman.
I remember the fight with the Illithids, because it was like a chamber down in the water, and there were 3 Illithids on the 3 mind flayers on the steps.
Yeah.
And I think this is around level 8. I think I remember the level, not where it is, because I had just gotten Spell Sniper. And that was when I started to blast things from super far away. And you guys ran in, and everybody got killed except for me. And I think I had just taken a level of Bard too, so maybe level 9. And I was like healing from like as far away as I could, so I didn't have to get close to the evil things. And we eventually won, but I mean,
invisible in the back, hiding.
yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
That did happen.
Good old invisibility.
I remember we barely won that, and I
Oh,
had to keep
shit.
like dragging people out of the room and healing them.
Yeah. Vaguely remember that fight.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I don't remember the plot.
Yeah, like
I remember
I
the fight.
remember the fight. I remember talking to the old king and his daughter. I remember trying to
swear
bless
the
their
king
names.
was on a boat or something, and Lilar went in the water. What happened?
Oh, guys.
Wait, was
Do you
it?
remember that?
Guys.
Was it?
The
Wasn't that
whole
Nid?
trial thing doesn't happen until this. Until
Oh,
now.
crap.
The purple
Oh,
haze
man.
shit doesn't happen until now.
We skipped a lot then.
No. The next purple haze happens soon.
Oh.
There's another.
trials?
Yeah,
thought
no,
that
the
was-
trials already happened.
No.
There's
the
another
trials
purple
are
haze.
about to happen.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's right here.
Oh,
It's right
so
here.
it's the second time.
No.
Anyway, all right.
There's a
let's go
second
back
purple
to-
haze, and we're in the 4 rooms near each other.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
For the
see.
five.
Oh yeah, we had to break out of the rooms and use the
finish up
door
with
as
the
a
castle.
weapon.
All right, so the castle.
Boom, you're at the castle. Lilar has been tortured over the course of, I want to say, like a week or 2 at this point. As they try to extract his chosen essence, his powers, and use them for their own nefarious deeds.
Oh my.
The group infiltrates the castle stealthily. They end up going down into the sewers where they find a fast way to get up to Alswith's laboratory. You get up into Alswith's lab, you have your fight with Alswith.
Yeah.
We learned that he's doing this in the name of Bane, or whatever god.
Yeah.
But in the name
I think
of
it
a
was
god.
Bane.
Yeah.
It was Bane, I don't know if it's a Centiard. You know what I mean?
And he works for Lich or Dagavrin.
Alswith?
Yeah.
I don't think we knew.
I don't think we knew.
So from what we knew, he was kind of a splinter power trying to like compete, and he knew everybody. But I don't know that we knew who.
I just knew Alswith and Lord Benedict hated each other. That's all that we knew.
They competed, but I don't know if we knew if they competed for like the Lich's favor or whatever.
I just knew they hated each other.
I remember that before what happens, Lord Shrey tells us that we need to get the gauntlets of Selune, which is an elvish god. So, goddess of the noon. So we can use God's Bane.
Yeah, but we're missing some part where we actually go to the Sword Forge.
So you're
right.
Up in the top having the big throwdown with Alswith. This is where Lord Shrey morphs into the ancient golden dragon, ripping off one of Alswith's arms, and then jumping through the stained glass window with him in his clutches.
Yeah.
And also Deimos.
I was going to say, didn't Deimos also do something? Like, Deimos charged out and jumped out too?
He fell with
Deimos. I think Deimos did something heroic and jumped out of a window to their death.
So down below, the rest of the forces of Alswith begin to clash with Lord Shrey. And I'm pretty sure he tells you guys to just leave.
Yeah.
Deimos may have stayed behind to help.
I think Deimos stayed behind to help.
Oh.
Deimos leave with Shrey to go battle.
Yeah. Yeah, so Deimos and Shrade stay, and they're like, run! to the rest of the party.
So I can tell you what happens here is we get teleported. Lord Shrade teleports us, or somebody does. Maybe Torm. Somebody teleports us back to Janadar. Because that's how we end up in Janadar the second time. We went bang, and then we were in Janadar again.
Meeting in secret with High Priestess.
Yeah, we were meeting in secret with the High Priestess. On the way, we meet... so we ended up in Janadar, and what we found out when we were in Janadar the second time is that evil has pervaded, and we're wanted criminals, basically.
Yeah.
And the High Priest Hera is nowhere... public, and the fiend Maxton Haggerty is taken over the whole city, pretty much.
Daggone traitor.
So I remember we ended up at a tavern, and I remember that the tavern head gets shot in the face with Eldritch Blast, and I don't remember if they die.
Probably.
Now, if anyone's watching, you can guess who shot with an Eldritch Blast.
So two of us who know that.
It was Ragnar. All right. It was Ragnar. Ragnar did
it. But then we end up in the sewers. That's why we go into the sewers. And Ragnar, I know you remember what happened, but I don't. What happens to Erevan?
I just remember we were running around the town, and like someone and we were trying to get into the sewers, and Erevan gets like injured or something, and gets like passes out and falls into the sewers, and he's unconscious, and we eventually all meet up. When we meet up, Erevan is missing his armor and all like his gear. We're like, "What happened to you?" I got robbed. Basically, was what he told us.
Yep.
That's when we met the sewer people, and that's when we met our buddy Mick, our sewer friend.
Good old Mick.
What about Darvis?
I don't really remember much about him. What?
Who is Darvis? Was that your crew?
Leader Darvis. Yeah, that was the fucking... Wow, that was a long time ago.
Ship crew?
He was the part of the ship. He was like the ship captain.
Okay.
I want to say.
Yeah.
No.
Was he the
No?
dwarf?
Yes.
He's a dwarven ship captain.
Dwarven ship captain.
He's our friend dwarf, captain of the ship, Darvis.
Okay. There you go. Captain of the Raven?
But yeah, so... Raiden.
Raiden. Okay, sorry.
Raiden.
Like the
So, yeah. So, we have to meet Hera in the underground tunnels, where she's kind of like formed a splinter group of rebellionites.
I swear Ellis was
we-
doing something with the Mika guy. Wasn't she trying to like coach him or something? I don't remember.
Kind of, yeah. Because Mick was like a sneaky killer guy and could hide in the sewers real well.
He's a young kid still, too, I think.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
like 16, 17, something like that.
I just remember Ellis took
And
What?
Like, murdered a bunch of people.
He helped us
Two people.
fight people. He didn't murder people. I mean, I guess we murder people. But
I mean, he did, because I think Ellis was like, oh, I'm pretty sure those two guys posted out front are spies. And he's like, oh, I'll be right back. And a few minutes later, he comes back with a bloodied spear. We're like,
yes.
And harassed
in
Ellis for
Keenan's
killing
world,
the proxy.
in Keenan's world, I don't know why, but this is where I thought you became the stone.
Ellis keeps getting
Doing this.
people to do horrible things for her.
She's so charismatic.
She wasn't, I don't think, actually.
Just like I don't know. It was, I guess, something about
Just
Ellis.
listen to her.
But yeah, she was confident, I guess, so it made people listen to her.
I remember I only took the sword because everybody else was like, well, you're the best candidate and we should do this. And it was like, this seems like a bad idea. Grab.
It was. It's a horrific idea.
I kept saying it was. Tyler tried to kill us.
Logic and tactics.
Yeah.
You successfully killed everyone.
I did. I didn't want to. I did.
Deep down, you
I
want.
admit it.
Deep down, he has a
I mean-
hatred for all of us.
Not Ragnar.
No one hates Ragnar. That's right.
Anyway, we found the High Priestess, and we went on some mission that I wrote down that I don't think is important to a warehouse.
The warehouse.
Oh, and yeah, it was a warehouse where we had to get something. And we came back, and Hera told us all about what the Gauntlets of Selûne was, because we didn't really know yet, like, where they were, who had them or anything. Because all Lord Trey was like, just like, to you, Godbanes, you need the gauntlets, I'm leaving. That's all that really happened.
Yeah.
So, we found out from Hera that the Gauntlets of Selûne also were made by the Forger. Because we were debating about whether to craft the sword again or find the gauntlets first.
Right.
And then it was kind of like, oh, the Forger can do all that, so we're going there. We also learned that the sword might be the god Mask in disguise, which is the god of trickery.
Yeah,
It might be
like
the sword.
his soul was like, or something was trapped in it, or he was trapped in it, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was unknown, but we knew it was tied with him somehow.
And then,
We also... Oops, sorry.
I was gonna say, is it next we have a combat with somebody, or is
Maybe, I don't remember it. But I remember the last piece of important information we have is that Lord Shrey, our friend that turned into a dragon, we learned his lair is in Edlin somewhere.
Yeah.
And we get the precise map thing.
Spoilers, it was a badass layer.
I know this is when
You're right, Doss.
this
Sorry.
is when Ellis became like OP in that combat.
Oh.
I saw Matt shaking his head. He's like, "Yep,
Yeah, against Haggerty.
yeah."
Yeah.
The fiend demon thing, yeah.
It's like this is gonna be like a badass combat. Now it's just like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah,
look.
I mean,
No,
Dude, hey.
that was before.
wait,
That was
fair,
before with the demon.
he took a
You're
ton of
right
damage.
that... Yeah, I did.
I know. I just
This time, the evil forces attack. All right, and Maxton Haggerty isn't there yet. We haven't resolved everything with him. What happened this time is that we're ready to go to Edlin. Like we're ready. We're trying to like plans how to get there. The city attacks, but we actually haze out in the middle of it. We're in the middle of the fight, and then we're just gone.
Mm.
And maybe this was the trials, but I swear the trials was earlier, and this was like a secondary
Here,
thing.
Second.
I have
Purple haze.
something for this part.
Okay.
All right. But it's here. That's how we get out of here. We don't physically leave. Well, we do, but we don't
You get forced out.
leave on our own power. Yeah.
We do find the forger, right?
All right.
Well, maybe. I'll tell you later.
Spoilers.
So you're in the ship on the dock. Who you believed is the head of the Torm division right now. His new armor is deep black, drawing the light from around him. His face is now taut,
Like a dark hole.
white, and gaunt. The group is purple hazed to their old rooms before the trials, where you all were like put in those elegant, very fancy, gold everywhere rooms.
Yeah.
Upon leaving the room, they are met by Dandin. He tells you of a trial they are about to face. He urges you to rest without worry of time, and when you are ready, you will be returned to face your trial.
That's right.
I have something he told us. He told us kind of what's happening. A little bit. He told us that Bane, the god Bane, was sending some sort of army to Rashton to stop us, basically. Well, stop the Gauntlets of Selene from being found. And that's why we were able to sleep in those rooms. It's alright, I'm reading ahead, so I know.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, I have Bane sending army to Rashton, and then I don't know what happens exactly. I can't tell if this is information or
Everybody gets
like,
rested up.
stuff.
You get purple hazed back, and Ellis just fucking lets off.
Murders. Yeah, she murders Max and Haggerty, basically.
Yeah. I mean, he took a crap ton of damage because
In one round.
Erevan also like cast a spell on him, like Pillars of Fire or something.
I just
That
know,
did
I just know,
damage.
Rygar did not do as much as he normally does in combat because he was already like down so much. It was one of those like it was like I think Rygar was like, all right,
Yeah, he took a
minion.
ton of
Ah!
damage. Yeah, because I think Ellis is like, kill Haggerty. I'm just like, Pillar of Fire.
And then I know for her, she like shot 8 times or something.
Yeah,
like that. It was
she
just, it was just,
shot him,
it was just
a
like bop,
bunch
bop,
of
bop, bop,
times.
bop, 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 and you could just see Matt's face like,
Yeah, like turn him to a pincushion.
It was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And then, I think, with Hera's last power remaining, she transported us to outside of Edelin. Or outside Rashton. I forget which one specifically. She transported us outside of the Great Forest of Gaia, which is Edelin. And so we started looking around. We went to a town that we found, and we geared up, and we went forward to find Lord Shrey's lair, which had been vaguely described to us. It also might have been hinted to us that Hera might have died from that, or very weakened, because she's very weakened to start with. So that's how we end up in Rashton. At least that's what I have.
I'm trying to think. We never met the Oh, that's right. When we were looking for the forger or something in Nid, we met those 2 dwarves, and we thought maybe they were the forgers, right? No? Yes? Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I just remember meeting 2 dwarves in like
The
Nid.
leader of the caravan was dwarves.
No, what? No, it was like because we're actually like in a blacksmith shop, and we were trying to talk to him about forging like this certain. We showed him the sword, and he's like, "Oh, I can't fix that kind of thing."
Oh,
that
yeah,
sounds vaguely familiar. Yeah.
That was the city before Dryzoon, because they went, oh, you should find this old lady that knows much about the land. And that's when we found out to go to Drada.
Ah, okay, that's how we found out. I was like, I know we were talking to dwarves about the sword.
I found out another reason to go to Drada. You guys were doing that. You and Ellis, I remember. You always went to the shops, and I went out. And...
Yes, we went shopping. She's like, "Come on, Ragnar."
Oh, I think I went to the temple, because I was more religious at that time.
Yes, Torm's bravery. Torm's bravery. Torm's bravery.
Yeah. That's before I kind of lost charm with Torm, you know. Whatever. Anyway, the important thing is we're now in the Elvish lands. We're looking for Lord Shrey's lair, and I think Ragnar was trying to get us there because of survival.
Yeah.
But the land itself was changing around us to kind of hide the area we were looking for. And it took us a while to get proper rolls to get through, even though we knew where it was.
Isn't this also when we debated about Creek, River?
Creek, yeah.
Oh!
Creek and the. Oh my god.
Fucking
The
Lyle, I
brook.
hate you so goddamn.
A brook, a stream. What is this? What are we?
It was rehashing an old conversation because we had that conversation when we were vampires, and we were supposed to find a creek. No, we were supposed to find a lake with a river, and Lila was like, "Well, is that a lake or a pond?" I mean, we already went over rivers and creeks and brooks. What's a lake versus a pond? Shut up.
The amount of water.
Creek or a crick or a crook.
Yeah. All the
So we eventually found this opalescent mist. I wrote down.
yes.
And we managed to fight our way.
Someone made a knowledge check or something to find out the mist had something to do with like the dragon.
Yeah, I'm.
Wasn't Ragnar? Don't ask Ragnar.
Maybe they're wrong.
I think it was Erebon. I remember that too.
I just know Ragnar's like, me help you guide. Me go this way.
Yeah, well, there,
So
it's only got the
we
check.
found the lake. We found the lake, and Lilar, do you remember what happened to the lake?
Yeah.
Something funny happens.
Oh god. So we investigate the lake super deep, but managed to find
Oh, that's right.
stairs or steps down.
No, that's not what happened.
I thought it was like a waterfall.
No.
No, that's not what happened either. It's a lake. So what
Nope.
happened?
At the lake.
No, we found the lake,
To get down.
but his entrance to the lair was a little bit different.
Hold on. So the lake, we debated for like a day and rested because we couldn't find it. We went around the whole circumference of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't find a thing. We had one fight, and eventually, I think it was Alice or somebody just jumps in. Right, I think it was somebody without armor, so it might have been me, but it was somebody. And they they don't.
Yeah, that was Erebon and Ellis, because Erebon took his armor
They
off.
go into it, and instead of like being in water, they just kind of go down.
No,
And they can,
the lake was different. We swam in the lake. There was a waterfall, like a pond that we found, and someone jumped in the pond.
that's this. It was the lake, but we kept calling it the pond.
No. There were two separate areas.
You.
There were two separate areas. Because we found it offshore. Because you'd go down, and then when you went into Lord Shrey Lair, you could see the lake from up.
Oh, you're right. So we jump into that pond, and we go down and manage to land on the bottom. So me and you, Ragnar, we do that too. And then Lilar walks up to the pond and jumps in and lands on top of the